All right, everybody. I just thought I'd bring you in for a short video here. I'm just going to talk about what I'm working on here with these Unisafe books. So I've got a few of these. I got a couple of the Canada 25-cent ones, and I also have a Canadian dime one as well. So I've been working on the 25-cent one because there's a couple issues with it. So if you were to get these books, you know what, maybe I'll just leave it up there. You will find that it is missing some of the stuff that you might want to be collecting, some of the varieties and so on. So some of the main things that I noticed as I'm going through this, as you can see, for some reason I'm missing these some of these 2000s, 2001 Ps. I know some of them are rare, but I should have found some by now. Anyway, got a couple holes there I need to fill, and when you look through this, there's only one 2006 spot here for the Mint logo, and there should be one for the 2006P as well, but not the like the Caribou one. So it's missing one there. And if you go through, I believe, well, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to skip to the back because I kind of just stuffed them all in the back here in these last few rows. So it is missing the 2010 Poppy, a spot for the 2008 Poppy, the 2000 and I believe that's the 2015 Poppy, if I remember correctly. Of course, it only goes up to 2016, so it's missing the 2017, the two commemorative coins there. Of course, 2018, 2019. It's also missing the frosted, or the two versions of the frosted Arctic Adventure or Arctic Expedition, it's called, and the two whales. So there's two different versions of the frosted whales. You can kind of see them there. One's got the frosting underneath, and one's got frosting on the whales in the background. What else is missing? Doesn't have the Stanley Cup hockey one, of course. Doesn't have both of these poppies, so these all came out after. But the big issue is the ones that are in here that it just doesn't have a spot for. So these two being the main culprits, the 2008 Poppy being the other one, and the 2000 and, well, these are 2010, so they're not in there as well. If I go back to this section here, so they're just completely missing. And then, of course, that 2006P is also missing. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I have taken some time. One of the advantages of these books is that if you've got a problem like that, you can fix it. It just takes a bit of work. So these on the bottom here, oops, I'm just going to grab that, and you'll be able to see that you can pull these little pages out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it one-handed here. Let's just try and see if I can. Yeah, so you can see that does come out, and you can print up new ones. So it's a pain to get the spacing right. It took me quite a bit of effort and work to do that, and but I have done that. So I have here printed off some new sheets for this. So I'll be able to start replacing, basically starting at this bottom row, the 2006 Saskatchewan, or 2005 piece Saskatchewan, and then all the way across, if I can get that to show there. And pull that back. So the only thing is I've added in that 2006P. The problem with all this, of course, is once you've edited and put in one, then you have to move all the other ones. So I have painstakingly done this. I've messed around with the spacing, so you can kind of see I started off with these and worked down to this, but realized that this was still a little bit too wide. It wasn't going to fit in the bottom there properly, or I would have had to retrim each one as I went. So then I adjusted the spacing again, and this appears that it will be exactly what I need. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to cut one of these. I'm going to cut back into the video in a second here, and I will show you how these will work and how these will go in. Alright, so let's just give this a shot here, and we'll show how we're going to cut these up, and they should fit. If I have measured everything perfectly, they should fit right into those Unisafe sleeves at the bottom there. So just going to... But yeah, I think this should work really well. It does add in probably... Well, how many were there? There's probably 10 to 11 different coins that I've added into the book now, so should finish off those pages and allow me to put in some of the variants that I have. I don't know if I've got them all. There's actually, well, I know I don't. There's a couple there that I thought about afterwards. There's a W Mint Mark 1 for, I want to say 2003 off the top of my head. Probably should have put that one in, but you know, it comes out of a set that really shouldn't be in circulation. You might find one. I did find a dime, W dime, so I will add that in the dime book. But it's probably not too likely that I'll find it anyway, and it should be a not for circulation coin, and you ideally want to have it in a set. So, but anyway, there'll be a few that I might have to redo this at some point, but at least I have the template down, so the sizing should work. And yeah, so we should all be good now. I didn't realize you couldn't see my last few cuts there, but that's fine. Okay, so I will bring you in when I get the book in. Or actually, you know what, I'll just leave that there. And let's do it this way. Where did I set that book now? 25. All right, so there's that. So the nice thing is about these, as much as I complain about Unisafe and not having the right pieces, or all the right spots in there for some of the variants, is that you can do this. Whoops, I'm going to have to cut the end off there, so I never thought to measure where the end would be. Let's just do it right in here. I kind of folded it. Oh, there we go. All right, just like that. So now you can see I've got the 2006L and the 2006P in here, where I moved that pink ribbon one over, and then the Bravery one will be moved to the next one, so you'll see it on the next piece that I cut off here. It's right up at the top, the 2006 Bravery. So yeah, so I will work on getting that all put together, and then I will bring you in to show you the final product. So, all right, so last two. So these ones are both blank, so I could just add in whatever I needed to fill in here. So it gets me up to 2019. Fills in the 2 Canadian flag quarters, the 2 poppies from 2015. I'm just missing the not intended for circulation 2017 Caribou. Got the Stanley Cup one. I need a better Stanley Cup one, I was noticing as I was putting in there, so I'll have to watch for a better quality one from my collection. But otherwise, yeah, so that's all it. Now the book goes all the way up to 2019 and has the majority of the major variants. I think what we're going to do going forward, I'll show you as I throw these in here, you know, like anything, any of the mule coins and so on that I don't have in as variants, like I don't know if anybody noticed, just take this out of the holder here. And if anybody noticed that the wheelchair mule and a few others, like I didn't leave a spot for those. So where's the wheelchair mule, or the wheelchair is up here. So I could have left a spot here, but you know, well, these are going to be really hard to find. So any of the stuff that's like just really difficult to find, I'll probably end up just putting in flips anyway. So really not a problem to not have it in the book, I don't think. So really the only one of any kind of value that I did put in here was that 2009 colored rays 2. So sorry, but it looks kind of nice getting them all in there. Got it all the way up to 2020 now. So the big thing, and the reason why I was showing this may not be all that interesting to some people, but what I was trying to show is that there is a way to fix these books. I have made up a text document, which I will make available if anybody is interested. You can just email me at greatwhitenortherner@gmail.com. I will double check my email. It might be greatwhitenortherner1, but anyway, I'll put it up on the screen so that you have it. You can email me, and I'll just send you the text file, and then you can kind of edit it. So the spacing is correct. The font is very similar to what was in there, and you can kind of edit it for your own book. And certainly you can just print it as is, and it'll at least fix the book up to this point. And then if you want to add or change things, you can kind of add as you go along, as the new years come in, the new variants come in. And then the same thing for the dimes. The dimes are the same problem. So there's all sorts of them that are missing. from the dime pages here. I'm trying to remember what exactly. Let me just take a quick look at my notes over here. So there's a 1998 W that's not in here, which I actually happen to have found. So I'm going to want to add that one in. There's also the 2000 and 2001 and 1999 variants. So there's a 1999P, a 2000P, and a 2001 no P, which it does not have space for anywhere in here. There's also a 2003 WP, which is a not intended for circulation one that doesn't have a spot for. And there's also the old effigy and new effigy for 2003, also doesn't have a spot for. So we're missing that. And there is the Volunteers coin in 2001, which is also missing. So this one will be a little bit easier because it's just the last couple that'll have to fix up to fix those pages. And as you can see, I've already bought a next page so I can fill all that stuff in. So anyway, you could use that same template for these as well. I'm sure it would work out. They're the same spacing. There's 6 per row here. And yeah, so anyway, if you guys have any questions or anything, just send me an email. If you'd like a copy of that template, it's all done for you, so it'll make life easier for anybody who has one of these books. That's it, guys. Hopefully that was interesting, and I'm happy to help out for my community here if anyone is looking for those text files. Thank you very much for watching. This is Great White Northerner. Please like and subscribe. It does help me with the YouTube algorithm, and have a great day. Take care.